Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much again for joining me on another video where we chop it up about real life topics and just different things that we discuss over here that a lot of you guys may be thinking or going through and feel like you want to relate to somebody. You need a little bit of support. You want to know that you are not alone on this journey. And so that's what we do over here on this channel. And I really, really enjoy posting these videos. So thank you guys for tuning in. It is not going unnoticed. And before we get into the topic of this video, we are going to look at the sponsor, which is my brand new book, The Hush Language Mental Health Journal Youth Edition. Now, if you haven't heard me talk about this book, number one, you can check my video logs and you can see the video that is titled The Hush Language Mental Health Journal New Book. Go ahead and click on that and it'll give you a little bit more information about it, as well as you can go on my website, which the link will be down below at thedreaminchouse.com. Go on my website, click go to the books, the catalog, and you can click on it and read more about the book. But it is a artistic based youth journal to really help youth deal with those things in their lives that may seem traumatic, things that we sort of overlook, that they may be going through, depression, anxiety, self-esteem, confidence, all of those things. And so it gives them artistic outlet on being able to delve into their own emotions and feelings. And so go ahead and check that book out. Link is down below. Use code YAY10, that's YAY10 for 10% off your purchase. Now, let's get into the topic of this video. We are going to be talking about victim mentality. Yes, victim mentality. And the reason why I wanted to talk about the victim mentality is because we all have it. I don't care who you are, we all have it or have had it at one point in our lives. But it becomes a problem when you notice that you have it. And I noticed that I had a victim mentality without even trying to play the victim game. I was just stuck in the things in my life that happened, the traumatic experiences growing up. I was just mentally stuck in it. And because of that, it was feeding off this victim mentality that I didn't know existed in me, right? And so the victim mentality is just something that shows us, or something that makes us appear that we are in that trauma, we are still in those situations, we're constantly talking about it, we're constantly, letting people know this happened to me, that happened to me. And let me put my disclaimer, I'm in no way shaming victims whatsoever, because we are all a victim of something. So I'm in no way shaming victims. But what I'm saying is that at some point you have to take control of your own narrative, like I always say, and you have to grow from it. And so this is my journey of me continuing to grow from being a victim, because I endured a lot. And so growing up as a child and even as a young adult, I endured a lot. And so this is me giving myself an opportunity to express those things and to hold myself accountable by making these videos and sharing with you guys. Um, so I don't want you to feel like you can't talk about your trauma, you can't talk about your pain, that it is unnecessary. I don't want you to feel like that, because your pain is, um, your pain is valid, and it is necessary. If you feel the need, it is necessary for you to talk about it, because that is your release. That is how you find your support system. That is how you get it out. And that is how you begin to see yourself from a different angle so that you can begin to grow. But what I really wanted to, make sure that is understood about the victim mentality is that, you know, sometimes when you're still stuck in a situation, it all has to do with the mind. You can be out of a situation. The situation could have happened 10, 20 years ago. You can be out of the situation, but mentally you're still stuck in it, because you're reliving it. You're reliving what you endured. You're reliving the trauma, and it can really weigh on your current life and what you're trying to do. And so when I began to see that in me, I began to shift and I began to move things around from friendships, from how I communicated to people, from just different things, from my goals. I began to just navigate and move things around because it was important that I opened up and I shared my trauma and I shared the things that I went through, but at the same time, I didn't allow it to justify who I was. And I didn't allow it to justify my story, my past story, my current story, and my future story. I didn't allow it to justify that, and I didn't want it to justify that. And so while I'm going through all this pain and processing, I am also evolving. And I think it's important that we notice those things in ourselves that, yes, it hurts right now, but I am evolving from this. I am getting through this. And if we can just continue to notice those things, it will be so much better for us mentally, because we can see that we are making progress, even if it's little progress. And little progress is better than no progress. And so while I'm progressing little by little, I am celebrating those small wins in my life so that I can always look back and say I was always improving, I was always growing, I was always developing, and I was always trying to be a better version of myself in my life currently and for the future, because I can't change the past. The past toy and the past situations, I can't change it, but I can be a current better version of myself, and I can evolve to be a better version of myself for the future, how I envision myself overall, right? And so if you are stuck in the victim mentality and you feel that everything keeps happening to you, life keeps happening to you, I want to let you know that life is happening to all of us. It is happening to all of us, but your pain and what you're going through is valid. It is valid, and it is understandable how it can place you in a victim mentality in your life, because sometimes pain is hard to escape. Like I always say in my videos, that it is important that you seek professional help if it is needed. Seek out therapists, seek out your support system, to really help you navigate through these situations, through these curveballs that are coming at you in your life. And although um, having a victim mentality um, is something that you don't want to hold on for your future life, and even in your current life, it's not something that you want to be proud of. That it is understandable depending on people's circumstances and situations. And so um, if you're somebody out there and you know somebody who you feel that they're always playing the victim and this and that, just learn to have a little bit of empathy for their situation and what they're dealing with, even if you believe that it is false, or even if you believe that they're just crying wolf or whatever it is. Have empathy towards them. You don't have to deal with certain people and certain things if you choose not to, but just having empathy for what they claim that they're going through, or what you see that they may be going through. Having empathy can change the game. And so I encourage you out there to keep your head up. Know that we've all been in that victim mentality, and some of us are still there, and some of us are growing and evolving, out of that victim mentality as we speak. And so don't ever feel that you are alone. You got this. And again, life happens to all of us. Currently, life is happening to the world as we speak. And so um, I really want you to take away from this video is that you are not a victim. Like we always say in the church, you're not a victim, you are a victor. But in order to be a victor, you have to get it in your mind, and you have to shift your mindset and understand that even though I may be going through this in the physical and the spiritual, I am a victor. I am a victor. And I am not accepting this victim mentality. I cast it back to where it comes from. And so just hold on, write down the things that you want to change about yourself, seek professional help, and pull on your support system. And those are my 3 nuggets for you that I want you to take away from this video. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. That's going to be the topic of discussion today. Thank you guys once again. Please don't forget to go to my website. It'll be linked down below. Check out my new book, The Hush Language Mental Health Journal Youth Edition, and support your girl. Trust me, your support is appreciated. It is absolutely appreciated. But go ahead and use code YAY10, that's YAY10 for 10% off of your purchase. And I appreciate you. Until then, we will see you. I will see you on the next video. Okay? Bye for now.